Okay, in the last video, we hooked up the Longmons up to the Watchmon, and we got everything set up, and we can actually see what the cells are doing. So that's very cool. But we noticed that pack 13 was a little bit out of whack. So in this video, we are going to investigate pack 13 and see what he's doing, see why he's lower, 3.85 volts compared to everybody else. And then we're going to fix them and put them in service, and hopefully by the end of this video, we can series up all the packs, make it 48 volts, and then maybe hook it up to the inverter and do a test load. But we'll see how far we get. Alright, I got pack 13 up here on the workbench. The first thing I'm going to do is go and test every battery, and I'll inspect the solder joints and everything. If everything checks out, then the only thing I'm going to do is probably just charge it up to the voltage it needs to be. So I'm going to go ahead and check the cells real quick and the solder joints, and I'll be back. Okay, so I investigated all the fuses and the solder joints, and all the cells. I test every cell individually. I did have one broken fuse and I replaced it. Other than that, they're all exactly the same voltage. So I think that this is one of the very first packs I made, because I haven't used this design since I did the rest of them. So this pack is a year or so without being charged, so I'm hoping that it just slowly discharged. Maybe there's a few weaker cells in there that are doing it, I'm not sure, but they're all testing fine. So I'm just going to hook up my charger up to it, bring it up to the same voltage as the rest, and then put it in place. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I hooked up the IMAX charger, charging it up. I told it to do 6 amps, so it's nothing like crazy amp wise. It might take a while to charge it. It doesn't need to go up like a lot, but we'll see what we're doing. So I'm gonna let this run, and I'll come back when it's done. Okay, I've had the charger on it. I started at 6 amps. It's down to 4.7. It's been on for about 24 minutes. You can see here the pack total voltage has gone up to 3.9. So I think another half an hour, 25 minutes or so, it should probably bring it up to 4.1. Then I can hook it up to the Batrium again and see what it says. Alright, I'll give you an update later. Another quick update. As this has been charging, I've been putting my hand over all the cells. Such a low voltage that none of them should heat up. But if any of them do, I'm going to mark that one as bad, because it shouldn't heat up at this low of voltage in amps. So just keep an eye on it, since it was the lowest one. It's got to be something. Maybe it's just age. Another quick update. We're still putting in 4.3 amps. That's how much we put in so far. It's been running for 120 minutes, and we're currently at 3.93 volts across the pack. So it's going to run. My initial calculations were too optimistic. Helps if you do some math. Anyways, I'm going to let this charge, and I'll do an update when we actually have 4.1 volts. A little bit of progress update. I decided to put the pack back into place because I can watch the voltage with the Batrium instead of my my volt ohm meter. So why not? I can watch it remotely now. So the count for how much has been put into the batteries has been reset, and the time elapsed has been reset. But I'm just going to add together the last video's stats plus this one, and then we'll go from there and do a total count at the end of the video. So right now, in the current situation, it's been there for 22 minutes, and it's still putting 4.1 amps in there. Alright, well, I'm going to keep track of it and come back later. Alright, last progress update for the night. The Batrium is doing really good at balancing out everything. I don't have any complaints with that. That's awesome. Cell 13 is still charging, and I'm going to leave that charger on overnight. I also moved my IP camera so I can watch it overnight as well. I don't think anything will go wrong. I mean, nothing's getting hot. It's only putting 4 amps in at a time. Well, at the moment, I should say. And everything's working really good. I just want to get that last pack up to the right voltage before I put a load on it. And obviously at 4 amps charging it, it's going to take at least overnight. I'm hoping by the morning I can have that fully charged, and then maybe hook up the inverter or something tomorrow. So I will do a follow-up video tomorrow, and see you guys later. It's kind of cool to watch the flashy lights of the battery system. The ones with the red mean that they're balancing, and the green flashing light is like a indicator of status, like I'm alive. Welcome back to another update. Just got home from work. As you can see, cell 13 is at 4.07 volts now. It's been charging for about 20 hours. That little charger I have is not doing the greatest job. It's working. It's only putting about 1 amp into it right now, which is fine. While that's going, let's go take a look at what I've been doing. Okay, while cell 13 is charging and basically is practically topped off, putting in my bus bars. The gold one is actually going to be positive. I didn't have any red spray paint, so I did it gold because all the power coming off of this is gold, right? Whatever. Anyway, bus bars are in, negative, positive. I'm going to run leads to the bus bars here. I have a DIN rail that I'm going to put somewhere in this area for positive fuses. I have DC breakers from Midnight Solar. I'm going to run it to the positive bus bar. Then I'm going to have to put the shunt on this side and wire it up. So I'm going to get everything wired to do the test load off the MagnaSign inverter, and once I'm done with that, then we can actually test it. Alright, another progress update. So we got the negative bus bar, positive bus bar, the shunt for the Batrium, and then down here we have the DC breakers for the positive side. And that's how it all is going to look. I think that's fine. And then charge controller would be able to hook up to it. Inverter, everything. Might space it differently, but for right now I think this is good. And then once I start wiring everything, maybe I'll adjust it, but so far so good. So while I was wiring up everything, I noticed that this little thing chimed and said it was done. It says it only took 4 hours. Obviously it took 20, probably 21 hours or so. Anyway, mocking up my wires right now. Nothing's like bolted in all the way. It's just like hand tight right now. Trying to figure out how I want to route the cables and everything. Might move this bus bar over just a little bit or something. I don't know. Give you another progress update once I have more progress. Okay, this is going to be the last progress update for this video because A, I think it's running too long, and B, I ran out of connectors. I don't know, since I moved everything from the basement where I originally started this project to my shop, I don't know if I misplaced them or what, but I can't find them. But right now I have the inverter. It's tied in. Everything is bolted down really good. I got it on the bus bars. I have the shunt hooked up, well, partially hooked up, because this part goes to the battery, and I need a small lead that goes to the battery's positive right there. But it's up and running. I still need to hook up the breakers and everything. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. In the next video, I'm going to finish up the wiring, and we'll do a test load 100%. That'll be in the next video. Also, I may start doing some of the wiring for the charge controller. We'll see how far we get. It's kind of hard to schedule all this because I'm just doing it when I have time available. But I'm going to try to make the videos as good as possible with, you know, kind of winging it, vlog style. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you like the videos, like the channel and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.